This is the Born of Levi experience on G.O.C.C. Media.
Yes. Shalom, peace and blessings, family. Welcome back to the Born of Levi experience. I'm your host, Deacon Hazak. How are we all doing in the room? Huh? We are back. Please hit that like button on your way in. Hit that like button.
Are you not entertained?
Drive the traffic. Let everybody know that I'm on. Thank you guys for coming in. The track that you guys are listening to is titled I Am Free by Cassandra. Beautiful, beautiful song. I am free. How many of us know that we are free, man? He who the Son has set free is free indeed. Right? I was supposed to play this one instead. The guy laughing. That's what I really wanted, yeah. All right. All praises be to the Most High. Thank you guys for coming in. I really thank you guys for coming in. If I'm coming in nice and clear, brothers and sisters, like I ask you every week, please put a qualm in the chat. Please put a qualm in the chat if I'm coming in nice and clear. I see the qualms coming in. All praises be to the Most High. Right. We are here. I know it was a late start. I'm supposed to come on at 12, but I was contemplating if I was going to come on or not. I don't know. There's something going on in the air, man. Something's going on out there. I guess I'm picking up stuff from my coworkers. Got a runny nose and all of this stuff. But this is why I had my little thieves candy clear up the airwaves so I could come in and sound nice and clear for you guys. Oh man, listen. We gotta stay on top of our health, man. Health is really wealth. Like it's not even an understatement. Like when you under the weather, it feels like you don't even want to be here. Like anything is better than feeling like this, man. But praise the Most High for natural remedies, and yeah, definitely a detox is definitely on the schedule for me, and I'm about to probably handle that this weekend if it be the Most High's will. But nonetheless, thank you guys for coming in. Right, thank you guys for coming in. Listen, last week, matter of fact, before I even go into that, I'm gonna go into that. Right, last week we did a broadcast titled Project 2025, Everything That You Need to Know. But apparently YouTube took it down. YouTube didn't like what I was saying. They claim, there was some medical misinformation there. I mean, I was just reading the statements off of a document. But I think I understand where the lines were crossed. So we got to be a little bit more strategic on how we speak on certain topics when it comes to, the medical side of things. Right. But a lot of people was asking me to put it back up. And sorry, brothers and sisters, it's not in my hands. Like I don't even have access to my own stream. That's the crazy part about it. I don't even have access to the video anymore. They won't even let me download it. They were like, I appealed it. They was like, nope, it's not coming back up. Nope, sorry. And what the funny part about it too is they claim it takes about 72 hours before you get a response. I got a response like this immediately, like, nah, y'all, you're not getting this. You're not getting this one back. So I can't even upload it somewhere else, even if I wanted to, because I don't even have access to it. But speaking of the Project 2025, I know Elder, he touched on it last night too. I was surprised. I seen he went into it. But what we was talking about when it came to the Project 2025, it shows that, well, first of all, I didn't even know that the Trump administration, they don't even want anything to do with the Project 2025. That's what we discussed last week. So it was news to me, because even though it's a Republican movement with the conservatives, the Republican Party under Trump, they're like, yeah, nah, we don't have nothing to do with it. I kind of feel like they're doing that just to, I guess, to not show face that they are a part of it or that they agree with it, because that's conservative views. I guess they're trying to garner as much votes as they can, right? But all of the tenets that's in the Project 2025 is stuff that I agree with. A lot of it I agree with. There's rarely some of it that I don't agree with, but majority of it is stuff that we all agree with as Bible believers, people who are morally sound and want to see better for not just for themselves but for their children. So I'm gonna see if I could do that as well too. I'm gonna try to. I know Elder did that too. He put it on the chat for you guys. I downloaded the PDF, but the PDF, you could easily download the PDF and read through it. I advise everybody to read through it and don't just listen to the rhetoric of what people are saying about it, saying, oh, they're here to steal your jobs, or they're here to steal your freedoms. Matter of fact, let me show y'all this. And I was talking about this last week, how from time to time I'll get these texts about voting. So I got one recently. Let me show you this. If I can find it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I was like, nah, I need to read this on the broadcast. Okay, where is it? Where is it? I'm gonna find it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And these are this is what actually made me go into it. All right, right here. So it was from an 888 number. It texts me. It says, "Hey, this is Therese volunteering with the NJAFL-CIO. Listen to this." And this is how they started. It says, Trump's Project 2025 agenda allows states to eliminate overtime pay, guts the minimum wage, eliminates overtime pay after 40 hours, allows states to ban labor unions, makes it illegal for employers to voluntarily recognize a union, and let employers get rid of a union even in the middle of a contract. And it says reply union to learn more. And you see, that's just a bait, because if you didn't read the Project 2025, you would believe this. And this is the lies that these people are doing, that these politicians would do just to garner votes. So like I said, I actually went into the document myself and I read it, and I didn't see any of this stuff that's in this text. So, majority of people would have seen this text and then it would be in the back of their mind. And when they hear Trump, they're like, yo, you don't know what Trump is part of Project 2025 and what is trying to get ready to do? And I showed a video last week where the CEO and the founder of the Project 2025, they interviewed him and they asked him, how did he feel that the Trump administration is not even involved in this? They don't want nothing to do with it. So this is that's a lie in itself. So, brothers and sisters, everybody, we all have to do our due diligence and read. They're banking on everybody's ignorance that people don't read. So take it upon yourself and read information that's coming to you. Look it up. Don't just take what someone is saying to you without looking it up, right? And that's what actually made me go into the Project 2025 when I got this extreme crazy text. And it's funny because they're calling it Trump's Project 2025, and like I said, his administration have nothing to do with it. This is for and what we found out last week is that it's actually for whoever's sitting in that office, whether it's Republicans or Democrats. It's more so the conservatives. They came together and drew up this document, but this is what they want to see from whatever president is in office, basically. So, but do yourself a favor, brothers and sisters, actually go in and take a look at the document for yourselves. And brothers and sisters, I have to make mention of this as well too. You don't want to forget about the Hebrew and Bible Academy that's coming up starting November 10th. The new installment of the Hebrew and Bible Academy is the theme is the fall of the last empire, brothers and sisters. You don't want to miss out. Please go ahead and visit historytimes.org and enroll. It's a 12-week course. All right, you could devote 12 Sundays out of these next 12 weeks, right? So we got some time. So open enrollment is now. They're now taking applications. So please, you don't want to miss out on this next Hebrew and Bible Academy. You could just go to the main page, gatheringofchrist.org, scroll down, hit enroll now. Let me see. Let's see what's going on here. And it takes you right to this page, and you can enroll as you want. You see the in-depth lessons that we're going into this year, or this coming season, is the path of the mark, the return of the hidden gods, Daniel 7, and the fall of America, and the fall of the last empire. Brothers and sisters, you don't want to miss this next Hebrew and Bible Academy, brothers and sisters. Do yourself a favor and enroll, right? And with that being said, let's get into today's broadcast. What we'll be talking about today in today's broadcast, we're going to be talking about, y'all seen the title, much is given, much is required. So to whom much is given, much is required. And I wanted to talk about this topic for several reasons. One of the main reasons is dealing with our people. Forget about the powers that be, right? They've been given all power to control the earth, and look what they've done with the power that the Most High has given to them. They've destroyed majority of the earth. They've pillaged, right? They've ransacked the earth. They're sucking the earth dry of all her resources and giving us the scraps. So they had their chance to stand for righteousness. They had their stance to make everybody know that there is a God. They had their chance. But what they've done with that chance, they've robbed and pillaged the earth and put us in bonds. So I could care less about them. But to whom much is given, much is required, especially these people who's working in these platforms like YouTube, right? Here it is. Y'all have YouTube is a platform where hundreds of thousands of, even in the millions of people are able to share information, some true, some false, but certain information which we all know is truth is being censored. And shame on y'all, shame on you guys for you having the position and having the power to spread forth truth, and you censor it. So there's a judgment for that as well too. So no one is going to escape the Most High's judgment. You may think because you're watching the platform and you putting strikes, you doing this here and there, that is going unseen. But we believe in a God that sees all things. So with a platform like this could be helped to use to help millions of people to better their lives and to protect their families and their children. But information is being censored. So we're not even talking about the power that has been given to them. I want to focus more so on our people. And when I say our people, I'm talking about black, brown, Hispanics. And not just black, brown, and Hispanics. All followers of Christ. Despite your race, despite your nation. All believers in Christ. Because at the end of the day, it's about Christ. Me knowing that I'm a Hebrew Israelite is not going to do anything but just satisfy the flesh. It's only going to make me feel like I'm something. But I want to focus on speaking about those who know we are Israelites, but do nothing with it. Continue to hit that like button on y'all way in, brothers and sisters. There's a lot of our people, especially high influential people, whose net worth is more than anything that we could even imagine. They know pertinent information concerning our people, but they only use it when it benefits them, or when it sounds convenient, or when it sounds nice, or to sound like you know a little something. And I'm going to play some videos and I'm going to show you. But before I even do that, I got to go into this. I have to pull this up. And once again, excuse me if I do sound a little nasally. All right. I do apologize. But nonetheless, the show must go on. Right? Here I am. I was debating if I was even going to come on to try to get some rest. But I'm like, I couldn't rest with all of this information in my head. I couldn't stomach to wait till next week to bring this out. But, you know, we're here. But so, you know, I pray that the Most High give me the strength to continue and do this, right? But let me go here. I'm going to the book of Psalms. And I want you guys to see this as well, too, with me. So let me go here, share my screen with you guys. I finally was able to plug in the hotkeys. I feel good now. All right, so I'm in Psalms 94 and 14. And it reads, "For the Lord will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance." So meaning, it doesn't matter what narrative they're playing on TV, what they're trying to conceal through news and media and history, what information they withhold from us, the conditions that they put us in. There's nothing that could stop the Most High from forsaking us. Right? So that's one part. And it says, "But judgment shall return unto righteousness." This is why to whom much is given, much is required. It says judgment shall return unto righteousness, meaning that's even telling us that even on this time, this day and age, that there is a lack of righteousness when it comes to judgment on this earth. And it says, "And all the upright in heart shall follow it." So meaning the Most High is not going to forsake those who's upright in heart, who's looking to seek him, who's looking to drop everything and follow him, like Christ, how Christ stated it. Right? It says, now this is the question that the Most High asked in verse 16. "Who will rise up for me against the evil doers?" That's the question that the Most High posed. And here it is in the book of Psalms. Who will rise up for me against the evil doers? Or who will stand up for me against workers of iniquity? That's the question that the Most High posed. So it's one thing to receive information and to understand it. And it's another thing to have that information and to withhold it to yourself and not really bring forth what the information is really trying to portray. And with that being said, let me go to the first video. And I've seen this video a while back. And me seeing this video, it just made me realize something. It made me realize how pointless it is just to state that you are an Israelite. It's almost becoming like common knowledge now. It's almost pointless. Let me just go to the video because, you know what I'm saying? Like the video, it only entices those who are operating in their flesh. Let me play this video for y'all. And I want to make the screen bigger too. And some of y'all might have seen this video. And if you haven't, then it's okay. But let me put it on the screen. So this video was on Instagram. Right? Somebody had sent this to me a while back, and I saved it because I was like, I'm going to do something with this later. But off the back, y'all already could tell this video was crazy. Off the bat. Like, look at the person. Just look at the individual who's conducting, I guess, this reel. POV, they can't handle the truth. And we already see what the truth would be, so to speak, in this particular video. So you got a black dude with a Pooh Shiesty mask, or whatever you want to call that, in a tank top, and we got a Jewish guy. So let me play this video, man. And this is and y'all gonna understand what I mean by this is all foolish to do stuff like this. Hold on. We ain't got no sound. Let me
This might shock y'all world, but black people is the real Jews.
Okay, so go.
Do you know black people?
Go start wearing tzitzis. Start wearing tzitzis. Go follow the Bible. Start doing what the Bible says. If you say that you're Jewish, start doing what the Bible says.
Black people is the real Jews.
So very good. Start following the Bible.
Why does somebody want to steal and swing on me or something? Free Palestine, man. Ribbit. King David, this might shock y'all world.
So I'm gonna play it again. And I want y'all to really listen to what the Jewish man says. And I love that response by that Jewish man.
This might shock y'all world, but black people is the real Jews.
Okay, so go.
Do you know black people?
Go start wearing tzitzis. Start wearing tzitzis. Go follow the Bible. Start doing what the Bible says. If you say that you're Jewish, start doing what the Bible says.
Black people is the real Jews.
So very good. Start following the Bible.
Why does somebody want to steal and swing on me or something? Free Palestine, man.
So, as you can see, this black individual took it upon himself to go in front of a Jewish man and say, this might shock y'all world, but black people, we're the real Jews. And the Jewish guy's looking at him like, okay, so you want a treat? You want a bone? He said, good for you. That's nice. And listen to what he said. He said, if you are the real Jews, start wearing fringes. Go read the Torah, read the Bible. Go and follow and go and follow what the Bible say do. Very nice. You a Jew, okay? So do what the Bible say. Why are you coming to me, basically? And that's when I seen this video, I'm like, this is how they all looking at us. When we stand around, like, because you know what it is? We are people, we are lost people. No identity. And when we finally find an identity, it's like the best thing since sliced bread. So now we walk around with a level of pride because now we know who we are, which is very good to know who you are. It's not, I'm not downplaying knowing who you are. Knowing who I am biblically, historically, it changed my life a whole lot. But to just go around and just trying to get a reaction from people doesn't make any sense at all. He's going around, going to the Jewish people and telling them, you know, that black people are the real Jews. And that Jewish man's response was, okay, that's really nice. If you are a Jew, do what the Bible say do. And that's where the problem is. It's one thing to know that you are a Hebrew, but now are you going to live as a Hebrew? So I don't care about none of that. None of the people I don't care about showing me videos of, yo, look who say they know the truth now. Look who knows that they're an Israelite now. I could care less about if anybody know they're a Jew. I want to see action now. I want to see your walk. I want to see what you do with that information. And that will make way more noise than you chasing down Jewish people all over the earth to tell them that you are the real Jew. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-dee-doo. You know that you are a Jew. But are you doing the things that a Jew is supposed to do? That's the question. Do you keep Torah? You keep the Sabbath? You abstain from uncleanness? Do you keep the holy days written in the scriptures? Or you just feel good saying that you know that you are a Jew? It's pointless. Pointless. And I actually went into this person's Instagram page, and then he's just going around trolling Jewish people. I'm like, is this why the Most High gave us the truth? Did the Most High give us this understanding to troll people? That's what it is to be an Israelite? Hold on. Let me get more, because I honestly don't even know who this person is. I don't know if he's some kind of rapper, or I don't know. I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's some kind of influencer. I don't know what he is, but he's crazy. He looks crazy to me. There's another video that I've seen. Let me see from his page. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, let me show y'all this one. Let me show y'all this one.
Can y'all take me to the tunnel? Hey, I gotta teach y'all about this. Okay, daddy, shorty. Okay, daddy. Okay, daddy, shorty. Okay, daddy. Okay, daddy. Are you a member of student here? I am a journalist from Chicago. You're not allowed here. You have to leave right now. Get out. Oh, I didn't know that. I am a journalist. I am a journalist from Chicago. Okay, daddy, shorty. How do y'all feel about New York Police Department? How do y'all feel about New York? The hidden tunnels. Is it?
Okay, so he's basically just going around trolling Jewish people. And on top of that, claiming that he's a Jew. He's the real Jew. Now, what do you guys think that does to our movement or to our heritage? There was another one that I wanted to show y'all that I seen. I don't even know where it is. Where a Jewish woman had to tell him to watch his mouth. I'll come back to it because I don't know if I can find it right now. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Is this it right here?
I'm tagged. Right here. On King David, y'all shadow banning me. Y'all blocking my Instagram, blocking my Twitter. I'm not Kanye. Don't cancel me. I'm tagged. I apologize. I came down here 3 months ago.
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry, man. Hey, what you doing with y'all on? I said I'm sorry, man.
Not here.
I apologize.
Not here.
I'm not Kanye. Don't cancel me. I apologize, man.
And this is in New York. This is actually in Brooklyn. This is on Eastern Parkway, right by that big. That's basically where the tunnels were. There's like a big school where everybody comes from all over the earth, all around the earth, and they come in and they visit this school, this kabad. But there's that's the location where the tunnels were. So he's over there harassing these people.
Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg. They canceling me, gang. Okay, what you say? You finna say to them? Okay, what you mean? Let's go. This is what they want to do. They want to escort me, folks. Okay, David. Since y'all want to be like that, nigga, free Palestine. Hey, fuck you talking about? Nigga?
Like who's gonna listen to anything that you have to say? Like, he look crazy.
Anybody run up, they get dropped. Anybody run up, they get
Watch
dropped.
your language.
Man, free Palestine.
Watch your
free
language.
Palestine.
Watch your language.
Ain't no watch my language. Get her.
Do the
What?
7 no high laws. Don't kill. Don't steal. Don't commit adultery. Do all the 7 no
Okay,
laws.
damn.
You know what she said? She's being more of an example to him than what he's trying to do. She's telling him to follow the 7 Noahide laws. That's what Jewish people claim. That's what all humanity should be following. Right? But like I said, he claiming to be a Jew. Why aren't you doing what Jews do? Why are you acting a fool? Why are you going crazy? Why are you using profanity? Why are you antagonizing these people?
What you talking about? Free Palestine. What you talking about?
All the 7 no laws.
And I like how she made sure to throw that in. Because believe it or not, what's going on here? Right? Believe it or not, there are some Jewish people who really are good people and just learning or just are living what they were taught. Same way how, you know, a lot of us, we has a lot of our people who was good people in these Christian churches or in the mosque as Muslims. They're good people, but they're just living as they were taught. They're trying to be as good of a person as they can be. But here it is, the Most High is sending this awakening, and we have characters like that going around trolling. This is why I said, to whom much is given, much is required. It's going to be required of that young man, whoever he is. At the end of the day, what did you do with this information that I gave you? You knew that you was going around. I got the receipts. Christ's going to look at him. I got the receipts. You was going around telling people that you were the real Jews. What did you do with that information? Did you get baptized for the remission of your sins? Did you follow me? Or did you use that as an opportunity just to grandize yourself? Right? Look at this. Let me go here real quick. Once again, hit that like button on y'all way in, brothers and sisters. We're going to talk about it today. Like I said, I'm over the statement of, yeah, I'm the real Jew. We the real Jews. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm over that. That does not move me. Because you're not really making any noise spiritually and politically. So I'm going to the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel 36, right? I want you guys to see this. Hear this out, y'all. Why this happened. Right? Let me go here. So I'm in Ezekiel 36, verse 17. It says, Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own way. So that's something that we do naturally as a people. The Most High will give us something, and then we'll lean on our own understanding and defile it. You see? He says they defiled it by their own way and by their doings. Their way was before me as the uncleanness of a removed woman. Verse 18, it says, wherefore I poured my fury upon them for the blood that they had shed upon the land, and for their idols wherewith they had polluted it. And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries according to their way and according to their doings. I judged them. And when they were entered unto the heathen, whether they went, they what? They profaned my holy name. When they said to them, these are the people of the Lord, and are gone forth out of his land. But I had pity for my holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen, whether they went. Now the question is, how did we profane the name of the Most High amongst these nations? Brothers and sisters, to be called an Israelite, or to be called Israel, or Yasharallah, the word Israel means what? Prince of God. We are the princes of God, meaning if God is the king, me as his son am the prince. You as his daughter are the princesses. So when we went around the other nations and they was viewing us as such, they started to look at us like, yo, how could these be God's children? They doing the same thing we're doing. Matter of fact, they even doing it worse than how we doing it. They do it better than us. They sacrificing to their gods. We started sacrificing to their gods way more than what they were even doing. Started transgressing, started doing a whole bunch of uncleanness in the sight of the Gentiles. It's no different today than what we just said, what we just seen with that individual doing what he was doing with the Jewish people. And like I said, I'm gonna play that video again before this night is done. How the Jewish men put it so plainly. Okay, since you're saying that you are a Jew, go ahead. Go. Why aren't you reading the Bible? Why aren't you doing what the Bible say do? If you are a Jew. And that's what makes way more noise than just going around saying, oh, I'm a Jew. See, this is how we profane the Most High's name amongst the Gentiles, by not operating according to being a prince or a princess in the eyes of the nations. This is why they don't respect us. This is why they undermine us. Elder was playing it last night where Kamala Harris is quote unquote trying to do something for black men. She trying to do something for black men where what they said, that they're gonna be legalizing marijuana for us, so that way we could start making money. Like what? While you giving other countries billions of dollars to help sustain them, you giving the black man weed. It's insulting for them to think that all we want is marijuana to be legalized. But they could do that to us because we profaning ourselves. We doing it to us. We don't have a standard. We not standing for righteousness. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord God, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for my holy name's sake. which ye have profaned among the heathen, whither ye went. So the Most High is doing this to clean up his reputation. We made him look bad. Y'all got to understand that. So it's nothing that any one of us did to say, oh, okay, yeah, thank God the Most High chose me. It's nothing you did. He's using us to clean up his reputation, because that's what we did to him. We made him look bad. We made him look powerless amongst the other nations. This is the reason why they don't respect Israel as a power. I'm talking about the real children of Israel, us as a power, as a threat. They don't care, because our God is not with us. They feel like our God is powerless because we made him look powerless. That's just how it is. That's what he's saying here. Look, verse 23. And I will sanctify my great name, which was profane among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, saith the Lord God, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. Y'all got to understand what that's saying. The Most High is going to set us apart so he could live, so he could dwell in us, and we can show forth his power to them. The same way how we were used to show or to minimize him, we're going to be used to glorify and to magnify him. That's how it works. That's why you was given this truth. That's why you was called. You was not called just to show off and say, yeah, I'm an Israelite. Or, yeah, we're the real Jews. That's farther from the truth. You're being called, you're being used because there's a greater purpose. Our God demands respect. Our God demands power. And the nations will know that his power is still all powerful when he is magnified in us. So that means we have a responsibility as a people. That means we must live a certain way to show forth his power on this earth. That's how it works. Not you going around talking about something. We the real Jews. Okay, good for you. What are you doing with that information? What are you doing with that information? Absolutely nothing. And I get fired up talking about this because it's almost like our people is not getting it. Like, what is it gonna take for them to understand? Like, yo, y'all have to make a stand. You can't just be saying what you're saying and thinking that you're gonna get respect. He thought that he was gonna get those Jewish men to reverence him. No, because you're not doing anything for me to reverence you, for me to say, okay, I can see God working through your people. You just look crazy. Excuse me, with a ski mask on and a wife beater. And you looked yourself in the mirror and said, yeah, I'm okay to leave the house like this today. There's no respect in that. You look crazy. Hold on. Let me read that again. Ezekiel 36:23, and I will sanctify my great name. And we know his name is Ahia, I am that I am. Which was profane among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord. How are they going to know that I am the Lord? Saith the Lord God. When I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. They're going to see and going to be like, yo, isn't these the people that we called nothing? Isn't this the people that we put on these drug programs? We incarcerated them. We told them to self-delete their children. Isn't this the people? But the Most High is going to do it. How? He said, for I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries, and I will bring you into your own land. But when will he do this? How? Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean. From all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you. Crystal clear how the Most High is going to do it. So there has to be a change within every individual before that sanctification could come, or the heathen will know that this is God's people. There's something that we all have to do first to really bring forth this truth. And it starts with the inner man first. A lot of us, we tend to look at the outer man. They put on fringes. You try to wear Hebrew garments now, and right? That's the first start. You try to put fringes on, start wearing Hebrew garments. You change your diet, you stop eating. Now you're going internally now. Now you stop eating certain unclean foods. Right? And then you start to start following the holy days. But then there's something that we all still miss. That fight between our flesh and our spirit. And these are the parts that we have to work on. That's going to get the world to recognize, okay, this is God's people. This must be the children of Israel. All I see is young married couples and children being raised in a 2-family house. That's unheard of in our communities. Now we start doing that, and now the Gentiles is noticing something different about your family. They seeing you with your wife and your children living in harmony, you raising your children the right way, and they're gonna notice the nations that lives around you. They're gonna notice something different about you because you're now living it instead of saying you are it. But it all starts from you. You have to make the change. You have to want to change. And if you don't change, you're going to continue being in the same cycle and continue making the Most High look bad. And that's what we all do when we individually do our own thing. Every week we come to Shabbat, we hear the same lessons. But it's up to you to apply those lessons to change your life. You think the elders and the bishops and the deacons is just giving these lessons just to sound good? Just to so people can clap their hands like, yo, you got some knowledge and you got some wisdom. You think Elder Rawchaa comes on week by week just to talk and to sound nice? Is really bringing forth information so that way hopefully you can change. So that way we could really show the world Ezekiel 36. But what good is it if you're not going to take the time and the effort to really battle and to really fight that inner man and to change it and to put off uncleanness? What good is hearing these lessons if you're not going to really take the time and really change and really be converted? Let me go here. What the heck? Oh, sorry about that. That's not supposed to happen. All right. There's an ad. Whoo, I'm fired up. But let me go to this video. Let me give y'all another example. Let me give y'all another example of one who knows, but asks me what is that? What is this individual doing with this information? What is going on here? Right? Take a look at this. 1 second. Let me figure out what's going on with this thing. All right, give me 1 second. Let me figure out what's going on with this. All right, here we go. So now, look at this. So this is an influencer or a comedian, whatever you want to call him, comedian, actor, rapper, singer, whatever. His name is DC Young Fly, right? Very young, influential young man, right? But look, I want you guys to pay attention to this. Listen to this.
See, in the Bible is more so got prophecies and it's based off interpretations. You see what I'm saying? So if the master or the teacher is teaching and you're being misunderstood or being disinformed or misinformed, you know what I'm saying? Because disinformed means deliberately misinforming you. You see what I'm saying? Then you have to associate yourself with others to based on, you know what I'm saying, to gather the true knowledge of what that Bible. Because one thing about it, they done tried to turn it upside down and you can't knock the truth.
Bro, let me ask you a question.
Right.
What's the difference between a man in a suit jumping in a pew and a man with torn clothes that's jumping up outside talking to himself that's dirty?
A man in the pew ain't teaching them folk what that Bible really saying. You talking to a Christian / I used to be a Christian. I believe in Jesus, anywho. But I'm a Hebrew Israelite. But
You see? He said, I used to be a Christian, but he said, hear what he said? He said, but I'm a Hebrew Israelite. This is what he said.
I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
Okay.
This is basically what the Bible, who's really what the Bible talking about.
It's really what the Bible talking about. Let me play that one more time.
I believe in Jesus, anywho. But I'm a Hebrew Israelite. But I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
This is basically what the Bible, who's really what the Bible talking about.
It's really what the Bible is talking about. So now, you ask me, what is he doing with that information? With the amount of influence that he has, the amount of support or fan base that he have, you know what he could really do with that information? You just saying that you're a Hebrew Israelite is not doing anything for the Most High. It's not. And here it is again. Somebody who got information, who knows this truth or knows something about it. But yet, what are you doing with that information? Just quoting and saying you are a Hebrew Israelite means nothing. Let me show y'all this. Another example. Let me give y'all another example. Let me give y'all another example. Right? There you go, that same phone ringing. Let me give y'all another example. Right here. Right here, look. So, here it is. Another example, and this was on another popular podcast called Drink Champs, where a rapper by the name of Big Sean, who knows he's an Israelite as well too. Look at this.
That's where a lot of.
And by the way, I was there today when he met with Trump on the plane with him.
He talking about
Get out of here.
We flew to Uganda to Africa. I was there on the.
he's talking about Kanye. He was there with Kanye, right? So let me go back. Listen to this.
That's where a lot of.
And by the way, I was there today when he met with Trump on the plane with him.
Get out of here.
We flew to Uganda to Africa. I was there on the plane with him and Kim and his daughter and his dad.
Wow.
Flying to Uganda. We reading about how black people are the real Israelites and all this amazing history.
You see that? You see how he threw that in there? We reading about how black people are the real Israelites. And he said Kim was there. Kim Kardashian was there. So these people know. You see? Let me play that again, man. What in the world? I don't know how it went there. Oh my goodness. I don't know how it went there. Give me 1 second. What? Maybe that's what. Maybe I was watching that last time. I don't know. Oh my gosh. All right, here it goes. That was trippy. That was really trippy. Here it goes.
On the plane with him.
Get out of here.
We flew to Uganda to Africa. I was there on the plane with him and Kim and his daughter and his dad.
Wow.
Flying to Uganda. We reading about how black people are the real Israelites and all this amazing history. I'm on the plane reading with him, giving him nutritional suggestions because my mom is a health guru. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So
y'all see that? Big time major artist, Big Sean. A lot of probably followers. What are you doing with that information? Matter of fact, let me do this too. Let me actually see how much. Let's see how much influence these people actually have. Let's see. Let's go here. We in Instagram. So let's go to search. No, what am I doing? Big Sean. Look at this. 16.1 million followers. This is how much people he could reach. He could reach 16 million followers. And he just said on Drink Champs that they were reading about how black people are the real Israelites. Now, nothing on your page is showing forth that you are an Israelite. Nothing is promoting this. Nothing is. You're not taking a stand. You're not doing nothing. That was him, right? Let's look at DC Young Fly. DC Young Fly. 13 million followers. Y'all see that? 13 million followers. But you said that you are a Hebrew Israelite. Talk is cheap, man. Talk is really, really cheap. There's a Hebrew Israelite right here. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Let's do this now. So that was Big Sean. DC Young Fly. Let's go here. And I know y'all remember this. Well, matter of fact, before I do that, speaking of Kanye, let's go to this. Let's remember this. Right? Let's remember this. I don't know why it's not working now. All right. Hold on. Y'all remember this interview? This is when Kanye was going on those rants and, you know, people were saying that he's crazy. Like I said, I don't say that. I don't think he's crazy, but, you know.
Do you have friends that were locked up? Do you have people aborting half your race? No. So I am the black person with the black experience that's worth $11 billion and is the most influential person on the planet. And I am questioning it.
Okay.
So he said, I am of the black race. I have the most black influence. I'm worth at the time he said he was worth $11 billion. So he could speak on the issues that's affecting black people. And like I said, talk is cheap. Let me play that back a little bit.
With the black experience that's worth $11 billion and is the most influential person on the planet. And I am questioning it.
I am the most influential. You heard what he said? He said it, not me. He said, I'm the most influential person on the planet.
Okay.
I have a right to question it.
Absolutely.
You can't tell me with your accent that me as an American Jew black person, that I cannot question that death and question the means behind that was put on camera.
I'm not saying you
to
can't
traumatize. I'm not finished. La 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 means let me finish. Answer the question about the femur to the dinosaur.
No, I'm going to ask you a different question.
Situation.
I'm just going to ask you this.
No, you're not. You're gonna. No, I didn't finish my question.
Well, hang on. You can't tell me.
Answer my question.
You can't
first.
tell me what questions to ask you. You accept that I'm the interviewer.
To answer my question. No, I said answer my question. No, I'm interviewing you too.
Well, you can't interview me. It's my interview.
All right. Yeah. So he said it himself. I got the most influence. I got the most money, so I can speak on this. Him as a black Jew person. So now, what are you doing with that black Jew influence? What are you doing with that black Jew influence? Let me go here again. Let me go to, what's this page? Let me show y'all this. Black Jew influence, right? It's Kanye's page. Got 20.3 million followers on Instagram. You have all this influence, but what are you doing as a black Jew? You stated that on live TV. Let's see what this is.
It's been a long time coming.
Listen, I don't even know what this is.
Fresh new tires, I'm still running.
I don't even know. I'm just leave it there. 20 million followers, and this is the influence that you have for being a black Jew. This is why I'm saying it's pointless. It's pointless. But and I'm starting to understand and starting to realize that the media is okay. Let me put it like this. The media is okay with them just saying what they're saying. Because you know why? There's no action tied to it. There's no action that's tied to what they're saying. Because once one knows that he is a Jew, it comes with a level of responsibility and action. Let me go back here. Let me show y'all this. The reason why I'm saying this. Where is it? All right, right here. Dear Dr. No, doctor. Brothers and sisters, continue to hit that like button on your way in as well. We talking about it today. So, I think it was about 4 years ago, this actually happened with Nick Cannon on his podcast called Cannon Class. He was interviewing, forgot his name. He was interviewing this rapper, this older rapper, and they were saying, they came up with the same conclusion that blacks are the true Jews, right? So let me play this. Let me play this interview. Not interview, but let me play this. They was covering this news all over. So I'm using this fair use, right? It says Nick Cannon's quest for education. How the star is the star is atoning. See how they use those words? How the star is atoning for his anti-Semitic comments. And this is the reason why they had a problem with Nick Cannon. Because Nick Cannon, he's a person, I believe, that he's not a all talk kind of guy. He's a doer. Right? Like if there's something that he's gonna do, he'll do it. So he was coming up with this segment called Cannon's Class, right? Where he was just bringing forth knowledge and stuff like that, and that was one of the topics. So now they was blackballing him for bringing forth this type of education, and because what you think the education would do, it would change the minds of the people that he have influence over. And they could not have him in the picture. So let's play this.
Turning now to questions of faith and atonement. Tonight's edition of Soul of a Nation features the first network interview with comedian and TV host Nick Cannon since he sparked criticism for amplifying anti-Semitic language on his podcast last summer. Lindsay Davis sat down with him for the interview. Good morning to you, Lindsay.
Good morning to you, Amy. Those anti-Semitic comments and conspiracy theories that he espoused caused outrage and at the time cost him his job with Viacom. Well, since then, he describes himself as being on a journey of atonement, and he makes a big distinction between that and an apology. While an apology is just words, Nick says that he is taking action.
Nick Cannon is not asking for forgiveness, but after what he said this past summer, many think he should. Bigoted comments he made on one podcast threw his stardom and future into a tailspin.
You can't be anti-Semitic when we are the Semitic people, when we are the same people that who they want to be. Mm-hmm. That's our birthright.
That's our birth. Y'all hear how that brother was talking? He sound like he could be on a corner somewhere teaching this. Like that's what he sound like to me. He sound like he could open up a school and teach it. And the thing about what made him so dangerous is that he was eloquent. Like he's knowledgeable, right? He could speak well, and he had information, and he had the finances to see his vision through. So once they seen this, they was like, oh no. We gotta pull the plug on everything because he woke up all the way. That's right.
The Cannon's Class episode featured Richard Griffin, a.k.a. Professor Griff, who had been kicked out of Public Enemy back in 1989 for anti-Semitic comments. He and Nick retread anti-Semitic conspiracy theories and questioned the birthright of the Jewish people. The reaction was swift and widespread. Nick lost his deal with Viacom CBS and stepped away from a daily radio show. His road back meant more than apologies. He sought atonement.
In Hebrew, they call it, teshuv.
Hold on. I can't even get this out of it. Why they still have this guy face here? But anyways.
The process of not only, repenting, but through that, if you're ever met with a similar situation, that you make a different decision.
Look how they was able to tame this brother. Look, you see what they did? It's like he had the shock collar on his neck, and you do anything wrong, you get zapped. Dog, what they call that? The dog collar training. Oh my gosh.
The process of not only repenting, but through that, if you're ever met with a similar situation, that you make a different decision.
His journey began with the rabbis.
When I watched the piece, and there was somebody there who was saying, I'm not even a real Jew.
Right.
That that goes right to the heart.
I hurt people.
Yo, and I know he had to swallow everything to not stand on his own words. That's humiliating. They made him sit with a Jewish rabbi. And this is why I said talk is cheap, man. That's why moving forward, I don't care about any celebrity that says they know that they're a Jew. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about nobody of influence who come out of nowhere and say, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, because I'm living it. So if you're not living it like how I'm living it, I don't really care about what you're talking about. If you're not really doing nothing to really try to help our people, I could care less, because you're just doing it to as a PR move. You're doing it for views. You're doing it for publicity. I'm not buying it anymore.
I'm not even a real Jew.
Right.
That goes right to the heart.
I hurt.
But is he a real Jew? Like, I don't know. Y'all tell me.
That goes right to the heart.
I hurt people. I'm going to lean into it. I want to understand why I hurt you. What did I say? What are these tropes? Educate me.
Nick's question.
Look how they got him to. Look how they tamed that brother, bro. I want to know how I hurt you. I want to lean in.
For education isn't.
Somebody told you to say that, man. You didn't come up to. You didn't say that. Somebody told you to say that.
New. Last year, he finished undergrad at Howard University, and he's now pursuing a master's degree in divinity.
My journey's not gonna.
A master's degree in divinity? So they making this brother go to seminary school? My man about to be a pastor?
And stop whether the person watching this forgives me or not. I'm still gonna hopefully, through this process, be on the right side of history and bring people closer together.
He said through this, I'm going to be on the right side of history and bring people together. What is the right side of history? And where are you going to find this right side of history?
Viacom has acknowledged Cannon's efforts and is now back in business with him. He believes that this is the beginning.
So he had to do all of this to get back his deals, to get back his job. They're back in business with him. Now he's back to having the show Wildin' Out. Right? He's back. Now let's see a brother like that. Let's see how much influence a brother like that has. Where are we? What's his name? Nick Cannon. He got 6.9 million. He's still in the millions. 6.9 million followers. Do you know what he would have been able to do with 6.9 million followers? The influence he could have made in these people's lives, the people who look up to him. So they couldn't have that, man. They couldn't have him doing that. Hold on, there was something else I was going to bring up. Was there? They had to tame that brother. They tamed him. And this is why I'm no longer going for it. I'm no longer going for it. Give me 1 second. Maybe I'm going to pull up that video that we played in the beginning again. 1 second. I don't even know how that started playing. Go back to this video. Let me go back. Oh, I almost forgot about this one video before I even go back to that. Like we read earlier, when the Most High said, who will rise up for me against the workers of iniquity, right? Let me play this. A lot of people don't even understand. To whom much is given, much is really required. So now, I'm going to play this video as well, too. This was on Instagram. So, it says, Pastor Keon Henderson says helping the poor does not bless you. Only tithing does. So now let's listen to this.
The other problem with the church is that anytime a person is in need, y'all go to running and dropping money. But let me tell you something, the poor will be with you always. And there is no blessing connected to blessing the poor other than getting back what you gave to them, but no multiplication. Multiplication is segregated for tithes and offering. When you give to the poor, the only thing you do is help them, but you don't help yourself. Charity does not bring wealth.
He said, what? He said the only thing you do is help them and you don't help yourself. Charity does not bring wealth. This is the direction that these pastors is going in now. And I believe because the coffers is running dry, like the tithes and offerings. A lot of people is really not into these churches anymore. So I'm leaning more towards he gave this sermon to try to entice people to give more. But you're going about it the wrong way, brother. So
only the tithe does that. So when you give $1 to somebody on the street talking about I did my job, God like, thank you, but it ain't gonna help you. Read your Bible. Here's the other problem with the church.
So even a guy like this, with the position that he was given, there's a level of information that he has that he's not even telling the people either. But you want to do a whole sermon about the tithe. Trying to guilt trip people that if you're not giving your tithes and you helping the poor more than you giving the tithe in the church, you're always going to be in the same position. That's basically his message. And that prosperity doctrine is a killer. I'm telling you that right now. So even him is going to be required of him as well too. Matter of fact, let me pause this. Can't make this up even if you tried. Can't make it up. Look at this. All right. I'm in Luke 12, right? Verse 42. I'm going to start here. So I'm in Luke 12, verse 42. And it says, and the Lord said, who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler, right, over his household, to give them their portion of meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. So everybody that Christ has called to work for him, and if he does not find you working for him or letting off the information that he's given you to share with the people that you have control over or you have influence over, there's a judgment for that as well too. He said, blessed is that servant whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he hath. Because at the end of the day, the riches on this earth does not compare to the riches that Christ will be giving and rewarding those who are faithful servants. But now this is for all of they who refuse to do the right thing. He says, but, and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and drink and to be drunken. These are they who have the information. You know we're God's chosen people. But all it is just an act. You're just putting up an act. And you're not doing anything to help your fellow maid servants, your maidens, the manservants. That's us. Right? Here it is. You have the information that could change our lives, that could push us forward as a people. Because we're looking for you. We're looking at you as a beacon of hope. And you do nothing with that information. That's the same similarity right there. That's like you beating the Most High servants. You mistreating them. Because I gave you the information to help them, but you're not helping them. It says, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in that hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in sunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers, because Christ takes that as an unbeliever. Here it is. I gave you this information. Instead of you sharing it, you acting just like an unbeliever. Matter of fact, you are an unbeliever because you didn't believe the word that I told you to speak. He views these people as unbelievers, y'all. So all of these people of high influence, these art, whatever you want to call them, artists, actors, whatever, athletes, if they didn't publicly choose a side, and you will know if they publicly chose a side. Them just saying I'm a Hebrew Israelite is not choosing a side. Are you willing to stand with God's people and have nothing until Christ gives you all? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to give up those deals? To be forsaken by a community that loved you, which is the Hollywood industry? Are you willing to be forsaken by them just to stand for an hour with your people? And if you choose not to, Christ considers you an unbeliever. See? He said, and that servant which knew his Lord's will. You see, crystal clear. Christ didn't miss anybody. He said, and that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. So there's going to be a level of mercy for those who didn't have that much information and didn't really know, so they didn't act upon it. You're still going to get punished, but not as because you didn't take a stand. You'd rather be hot or cold. You didn't even take a stand. So you'll be beaten with few stripes. But it says, for unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, and of they will I ask the more. Y'all see that? So at the end of the day, it's the same spirit that called us, The same God that called us and gave us the knowledge and information to say that you are God's chosen people was the same God and the same spirit that told them that they are black Hebrew Israelites. Can y'all believe that? Y'all gotta believe that. The same God that called us, the same Christ that called us and gave us this information is the same God in Christ who gave it to Kanye West, Nick Cannon, Big Sean, DC Young Fly. All of these people who know, and they're making claims and they're saying with their own mouth, we are Hebrew Israelites. What Christ said? Christ said, for unto whomsoever much is given, they were given much. They were given influence, prestige, right? Popularity. They were given a following. They had the finances. So they were given a lot. And the Most High said, let me give them this information. Let's see what they really do with it. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. You see that? How many people are following these artists, supporting these artists, liking and commenting everything, following them around and doing all of this stuff because y'all are somebody of importance. And you can't even give me information that will help change my life? But you know what it is? Everything is in a balance for them. Do I risk my career and everything that I have acquired to be with God's people? Or do I lose everything and hopefully I get it back later? That's the struggle. That's what they're all struggling with right now. Because to whom much is given, much is required. It's not my words. It's not my words. It's Christ's words. So, brothers and sisters, we all are in the same position as they are. They just have more influence and they've been given more, right? That's what the Most High gave them in this portion of this life. But for us, we still have to commit to the Most High's will. Even though we don't have, the influence that they have. We don't have millions of followers, or we're not rich and famous, but yet we still have a level of influence amongst those that we are around. So it's upon us still to live accordingly. It's upon us all. One second. It's upon us all. Let me go here. I hope you all understand what is being brought forth here. One second. I really pray that you all understand what's being brought forth here. One second. There was something I wanted to bring forth out here. Right? As a matter of fact, before I do that, I want to bring forth this, and for this, just some news information. So I want you guys to see this. Netanyahu reveals that Israel will carry out strikes against Iran military targets before November 5th election. So they're putting it out there, brothers and sisters. This is all part of that stupor. Wars, rumors of wars. The stupor, yeah, I know we like to focus on the insensibility of things and like the foolishness of people, but this is also still part of the stupor. How the Most High told Prophet Esdras that all of these things, all of these signs, the 12 parts will be mingling one with another. War is part of it as well too. So here it is, Netanyahu is saying that they will carry out a strike before the November 5th elections. That's like right around the corner, brothers and sisters. So brothers and sisters, just be prepared for anything. Make sure that you and your brothers and your sisters, your family, your household, you guys are doing everything in your power to stock up and to be in the know, right? Don't get caught up out there. We see the signs. We not them unjust servants who who is not doing the Lord's will. We got to be like those who are doing his will, right? We see it coming to pass. So the election is right there. Like, who knows what's going to happen? Like, you know, if they're going to try to stop the elections, who knows? But brothers and sisters, understand that this is on the horizon. And we also averted, I should say, the port strike, right? They said they're going to resume after the holiday season in January. So consider that as grace, brothers and sisters. Consider it as the Most High to allow us more time to prepare, right? Understand that listen, it ain't over. What the scripture says is gonna hit the earth, it's gonna hit the earth, right? It's gonna hit the earth. It's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when. So consider that a blessing in disguise. If you didn't prepare, if you didn't put nothing away for your family and you don't have time to, consider this a grace period where the Most High is allowing some grace. Because I'm telling you, that port strike, if it goes down, if it does happen, it's going to affect all of us, right? Things will not be readily available as, you know, they're trying to turn this country into a third world country. You know, 2nd Esdras chapter 16 says that this place will become a third world country. Like I said, it's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when. Right? So I just wanted to bring that forth, just some news. Oh, let me shout out my aunt for giving me this shirt right here. Look at the I need you to see the design on this, man. Saints and Crown by my aunt Kazak out in North Carolina. Formerly part of the New York body, but it's out in North Carolina right now. Look at the design of this shirt. Hold on. Y'all see this? It's a Russian icon of King Hezekiah on his deathbed when he was sick before the Most High granted him more life. Look at this. Look at the material. Oh, my gosh. You want to check it out. Saints and Crowns. That's the name of the brand. Shout out to my Aunt Kazaa. Let me see if I could pull it up on... Let me see if his website is up. Oh, wow. Hold on. There it goes. Let me put it up on the screen for y'all. Saints and Crown clothing. Right? Take a look at the website. A lot of nice pieces here, man. Quality material, beautiful material. This is it right here. Right, do yourself a favor, visit this website, support the merch. Man, I'm feeling this right here. But all praise be to the Most High. Check him out, right? saintsandcrown.com, right? You'll see it. But brothers and sisters, this was a good show. I'm dropping everything down. I'm just holding it right here because I'm messing up everything. But this was a great show. I'm just so happy that I came on. Like I said, I'm a little under the weather, but I'm gonna go get some rest. Right? I'm gonna go get some rest, but I had to bring this forth because I did not want to wait another week to bring this out and lose the spirit that the Most High put on me to talk about this information. But thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. Let me clap it up for y'all. Thank you guys for hitting that like button, driving the traffic, letting everybody know that I'm on. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Right? The Sabbath is coming. Right? Tomorrow's Sabbath prep. Make sure you guys get everything done that you got to get done. Right? So we can enjoy the Sabbath and keep the Sabbath with our friends and families because ain't nothing else for us to do. We do this until Christ's return, right? But I'm about to sign out. Like I said, I'm gonna go get some tea, probably lay down. I feel good. I feel fulfilled. Bless you all. I love you all. Right, I feel like, is there anything else that I'm forgetting to mention right now? Is there anything else? No, it's not. I don't think so. But bless you all. And you guys see the lower thirds down here. Right? historytimes.org, thegatheringchrist.org, donate. You got the Cash App that's out now. The new Cash App, which is $G.O.C.C report. Right? Just scan the QR code on the screen and, you could allocate your donations as you see them on the screen. So thank you guys for your participation. Thank you guys for your thank you guys for trying. At least I could say that. Because a lot of people don't see the effort that we all doing behind the closed doors. For those of you guys who are really, really trying to serve the Most High. Right? What you do in private, the Most High will exalt and magnify openly. So don't act or don't think that what you're doing is going unnoticed. No one have to notice what you're doing but the Heavenly Father. He's the one who gives rewards. So I just wanted to say that. So, keep up the good work, brothers and sisters. Continue fighting that good fight because it's hard out here. It's hard out here. We all we got because we can't leave it to those of high influence amongst our people to tell us the truth. So we all we got. Keep fighting the good fight. Keep standing for righteousness and stand up for the Most High. Always stand for the Most High. Don't let money, finances, nothing get in the way of you standing for the Most High and standing for righteousness, right? And with that being said, I'm out. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all Most High willing next week.
You could be anywhere in the world, but you're now tuned into the Born of Levi experience.
All right. Shalom, peace and blessings. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.